Like Patricia can coach any position on the field. If you go ask him, he probably feel the same way. He knows what every position supposed to look like, what they want. He know everything. So me coming in from input, like, and even Coach J, like Coach J gonna talk to you, but like say like stuff that Coach J don't see at that time.
Yeah.
Coach Patricia right there to see it, and he's seen it all, so he gonna let you know like, okay, you gotta do this better, you gotta do this better. Like just having this input really good.
James, for guys coming from the SEC, like Davis and Igbenogson played a huge role. Davis, did you know that when you were younger?
Yes, it's how it was. Like you know, like I'm from Bama, like, and that's so crazy. Like I don't like telling the story, but like I was talking to Larry, like when I was like Coach Johnson, when I was like coming up, like you know, he didn't think I was serious. My family was from Cleveland, so he wouldn't think I was serious coming up here. So it's like I would go to Bama, like it's the next best program. I'm not knowing anything. I just knew Coach J was like a great D-line coach. I just wanted to see. So like for him, honestly, like for us to mesh at this time is just like really crazy. Like, yeah.
But having that testimony from a guy like Caleb. Or like it changes the way you view.
Yes, and actually coming up here to visit, like I could just come up here and visit and seeing it for myself. I was like, okay, yeah.
Did January almost make you change your mind?
January?
Like the weather.
You don't have that in Montgomery.
Oh man, it's crazy. Like, the weather's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I know,
that's really messes with me.
Bill, last one. James, you said you came here with open ears.
Yeah.
What have you been hearing? What have you learned so far? Does it enhance your game?
It's the edge to my game. One thing we're working on now. If you reach, you not reach. Just, hey, as long as you got, if he's 3 yards in the backfield, just keep running them because you're gonna eventually find the ball. You just disrupted the whole play. You see what I'm saying? Like you never reach if you like, you know, if you're being violent and getting up the field, attacking. Yeah.
He's been awesome. I mean, I think for him to, when we first came in, he gave us like a 15-minute PowerPoint of, it's not really PowerPoint, just kind of like a bunch of film of guys just like laying out like dudes on the field and stuff like that. That's how we're going to play. And I love that mentality, come in, be physical, and you know, establish dominance of the offensive line. I think that's what he really wants to put in, is the mentality like, hey, we're going to run out the football. We're going to roll. We're going to, you know, try to make those teeth click when we're first coming off. And so for him to, again, pound the nail again on violence, I think is important for us.
Is it a plus he's a former
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I know. The next best thing is hopefully get some free shipping from him. But I don't know. We'll see about that.
What was it like to get a pair of gold pants in your hands?
It was special. You know, I as soon as I see that, you know, you think about all the guys that, you know, I played here before. I think that's kind of where the emotions hit me kind of after the game. Like it's all those guys like Donnie and Josh and Jimmy and Toby and Zen and all those guys that, you know, I've played with in the past. I didn't get a chance to get some of these, and it'll be pretty special to get my mom. I think she'll be pretty excited about that. Unfortunately, it didn't come with the actual chain. It just came with the charm, so I'll have to go to get somewhere that doesn't turn your neck green. Go get a nice chain from there, or just get a nice, really thin piece of rope. But, yeah, it's pretty special to be able to finally get some of those and be proud of that.
I think James is great. John's pretty shifty, too. And obviously, good old Eddie. He's getting up there now in age. Starting to hurt some practices and stuff like that. But no, they're great. Like I said, like experience matters nowadays, and having all those guys here, and they're all different players, and they bring different stuff to the game. So it's great for us as the offensive line to be able to have that, because they're going to be different players and against different teams that have different packages. So it's been great. So and I think one big thing like that I struggled with as a young guy was like planning the next play, and I think they do that pretty well. You know, like things aren't going to go your way as a freshman. Like I always tell people, offensive line is an unnatural position. You're the only one, like out of all sports, you're the only person that has a back towards the ball the whole time. And you know, like the math and the science and the math ain't math. Like the science and math ain't math. And like to have someone run full speed that's 300 pounds at you and you're backpedaling like that, like it's a hard thing to do. So like honestly, like it just takes reps. You know, it took me a long time, and it clicked when it clicks. And you know, some guys are gonna be quicker than others to get there, but like all of them have done great so far, and it's been fun to watch.
Which does he brought?
James? Arthur's.
The offensive coordinator. What has he brought that's a little bit different that you grabbed onto?
Well, first of all, wave the terrible towels.
Yeah.
Big Steelers fan. Love that. Love to have him here. I think he's brought a lot. Just knowing the playbook and stuff like that, and obviously implementing another part of an NFL offense, and it's only going to help us when we get to the pros.
It looks like he's going to give Julian a little bit more say at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You picked up on that, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's given us a lot of just up front as the O-line, and obviously the quarterback we got to be big in the communication aspect of the game. And that was not muted.
There's some guys coming after you.
Yeah, he's coming. I had to look over. PTSD.
You were then. What do you think you can be this year?
we want to be the Joe Moore Award winners. I think that's the top of the line for us. There's no excuse not to be. That's our standard, and that's what we're going to be.
It was justified. You agreed. Some of it.
Yeah, 100%. That it comes.
So what's
with
the
position.
motto? I guess this spring.
I think the motto is we've come through adversity, and now it's time to go. We're an experienced line. There's no excuses. We got to get rolling, and we understand that. We took that, and we're going to implement it now, and we're pretty pissed off. So it's going to love him, and Coach making stuff helped me. I think I'm starting to really feel into my body.
What other areas are you looking to improve on this spring, this offseason?
I think just my overall IQ of the game and stuff like that. Just not knowing the front seven, but also knowing what they can do in back coverage, the defensive, the DBs, and stuff like that, and just watching film and going from there, and obviously just knowing every position pretty easy in the back of my head. So
you mentioned you feel like you filled into your body, and so were there times last year maybe you felt uncomfortable at the size you were playing at, or?
Not really uncomfortable. I just think it was the things I was putting in my body, just the food and stuff like that. I've really done a good job. I like to cook now, so I do it every night. I don't eat dinner. I don't go out for dinner. I go to the grocery store. So just that, and then I think that overall, I just want to continue to have stamina throughout the season. I think through the end of the season, I was getting a little tired just with practice and stuff. And I think that's normal, but I think I could have done a better job with just the recovery standpoint and what I put in my body to help me.
You sound like Caden McDonald almost, the way he transformed himself last year.
Who did?
Caden McDonald.
Yeah.
Talking the same kind of stuff.
Come on, Big Mac still. That's how he used to me. But, no, man, he's a great dude. I got a picture of him at North Gwinnett when he was playing, when my brother was getting recruited. When we went to the Georgia-Tennessee game, we stopped over at North Cross and watched him play, and he was playing running back. I was like, that's going to be a dude.